Most historical figures are remembered for one big thing. Maybe they fought a war, wrote a masterpiece, or started an empire. Then, there's Saint Martha. Depending on which chapter of her life you look at, she's either the stressed-out party host who gave Jesus a piece of her mind, or the fearless heroine who brought down a terrorizing dragon using nothing but a splash of holy water in her own belt. She is the patron saint of cooks, waiters, housekeepers, and anyone who feels like they're doing all the work while everyone else sits around. Here is the remarkable story of Saint Martha. Before she became a legendary figure in European folklore, Martha was just a woman living in Bethany with her sister, Mary, and her brother, Lazarus. Their home was essentially Jesus' favorite pit stop when traveling toward Jerusalem. Now, imagine hosting a guest who happens to be performing miracles and drawing massive crowds. The pressure was real. In the Gospel of Luke, Jesus visits their home. Martha is running around doing all the heavy lifting, cooking, serving, making sure everything is pristine. Meanwhile, her sister Mary is sitting right at Jesus' feet, just listening to him talk. Frustrated, Martha marches right up to Jesus and says, "Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to do the work by myself? Tell her to help me." Jesus' response became iconic. "Martha, Martha, you are anxious and troubled about many things, but one thing is necessary." He wasn't shaming her for working. He was reminding her not to let busyness steal the joy of the present moment. For centuries, this defined Martha, the practical, hardworking woman who keeps the world spinning behind the scenes. But her story didn't end in the kitchen. According to medieval tradition, after the resurrection of Jesus, Martha, Mary, and Lazarus fled persecution in Judea and ended up on a boat with no oars. They eventually washed ashore in southern France, in an area known today as Provence. While Lazarus went on to preach, Martha encountered a very different problem, a monster known as the Tarasque. Legend describes the Tarasque as a bizarre, terrifying hybrid, part dragon, part lion, with a turtle-like shell covered in spikes and a tail ending in a scorpion sting. It was terrorizing the local village, devouring livestock and travelers. The villagers were completely helpless. So, Martha walked into the forest to confront the beast herself. She didn't bring a sword, armor, or an army. Instead, she sprinkled holy water over the creature and held up a wooden cross. The monster was instantly subdued. Martha then tied her own sash around the dragon's neck and led it back to the town, like a pet dog. The town was renamed Tarasque in honor of the event, and to this day, they still hold an annual festival celebrating Martha's victory. Whether you view her through the lens of scripture or medieval legend, Saint Martha represents the ultimate power of action. She was the one willing to roll up her sleeves, whether that meant feeding a crowd of hungry disciples or taming the deadliest monster in France. Today, she remains a beloved symbol for hospitality workers, service staff, and anyone carrying the weight of daily responsibilities on their shoulders. Which part of Saint Martha's story surprised you more, her direct conversation in the Gospels or the dragon legend of France? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more stories like this.